Welcome to the audio excerpts of special seminars and conversations with Nolan Narula on gettingpositivekarmanow.com.
So, second principle of Reiki, just for today, I will not fear. At a very fundamental basis, fear is coming from I shall cease to exist, I shall die, what I have today I won't have tomorrow. So all fear of unknown is taken care of by that. Just for today, I will not fear. Why will I not fear? Because I am going to die tomorrow, I know that. I might die today, who knows? I might die next moment. So that could be a cause of fear. And my consciousness might cease to exist is also an idea that I might have. And most importantly is that I'll lose what I've got so far. So these are 3 or 4 things that make us fearful. That my current status will be upset and changed. I mean, whatever my current status is, at least I know what it is, I know how I can deal with it, I'm comfortable with it. If that changes, it will be a lot of problem. Now the reality is that the current status will continue to change. It can't be the same throughout your life. So when you are behind the time in your thinking, you're out of step and you're out of tune and out of harmony with what is in front of you. So you have to be in harmony with what is in front of you in life today, just for today. So if there is any pending issues, what are we fearful of? There are different things. People are afraid, what will happen if I lose my job? What will happen if I fall sick? So well, talk to yourself about that. What will happen if you lose your job? Are you in any imminent danger of losing your job? If so, what are the solutions? Tell me. Find another one in advance before you lose it. What else? Take stock of your assets and liabilities. What is it? What? Saving? Yeah, but if you're about to lose your job and you don't have savings then, so you better start saving before you lose your job or before you become incapable of functioning, in terms of earning your income. So saving is very important. Don't think you're young, you don't have to save. If you are young and you start saving at a younger age, you have time on your side. All else being equal, you have time on your side and you can use that to multiply your savings. When you're an older person, you don't have that much time on your side. You already lived through most of your life. You may have 10, 20, 30 years left. Well, it's still something you can do with your life. So don't wait till the end. Because too many people in India particularly, I find people saying, I'll find parents who have earned and scrimped and saved, and then I talk to them, have you saved anything for yourself, for your future days? No, we are saving for the children. Said, you're crazy. You think your children are going to listen or look after you when you're old? He said, that is the expectation. I said, but if you give them everything in ahead of time, they have no incentive to look after you. They've got what they wanted out of you, then they can just throw you out. I see that happening. People, oh no, it won't happen to us. Why? Why won't it happen to you? You think it doesn't happen to people who say it won't happen to us? It usually happens to people who say it won't happen to us. So the odds are against you because you don't prepare and then you are stuck at the last minute. So that is another cause for anxiety and fear. People get a raise, they get a bonus, then they just go and blow it up. Save it. Don't change your lifestyle. Don't do anything that upsets your existing lifestyle. Live as simply as you can. Cut out the extra overheads. Here's a place where you can outsource. Because instead of hiring people on a full-time basis, hire them on an outsourced basis as and when you need them. So keep your fixed overheads low and keep your variables higher. What does that mean? It's very good business practice also in this atmosphere today. It's good practice in personal life. A lot of people actually end up doing this. You have people who get a lady who comes to wash the dishes. You have another part-time person who comes to sweep the floor. And there's one Charlie who cleans your car in the morning. Otherwise you are hiring all these different people and having a large fixed overhead. Instead of that large fixed overhead, you outsource, so you get overall saving of a lot of money. You don't have the headache of the infrastructure cost, so to speak, of all these people. And you're flexible. I mean, the guy doesn't suit you, you can say, okay, thank you, I'll find another guy. Isn't it? So how many of you are outsourcing these kind of things? Quite a few. How many of you have got full-time jamuras? Huh? 1, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, full-time guys. What will you do when you leave the army, general? Because that time to koi bhi Batman bhi nahi hoega, Superman bhi nahi hoega, koi nahi hoega.
I have savings.
You have savings, huh? That's always good. Yeah. Savings are a man's best friend. And diamonds are a woman's best friend. Huh? Jalebis are kids' best friends. Huh? See how things change. Over time. So, just for today, I will not fear. So, if you connect with the understanding that you are changing your body even in this lifetime, you are being reincarnated. Cells of your body are dying and being replaced. So, when you are, let's say, in your middle ages, 40s, 50s, you don't have the same body you were born with. The cells have all changed over time. Substantially so. So you are reincarnating. There is no evidence to show that you will stop this process once the body is unserviceable. Because your consciousness is constantly moving and changing bodies even in this lifetime, in this body. There's no evidence to show that for anyone it stops. We can't track it once this body is gone. But we have enough records from independent witnesses over the centuries, over the millennia, who say they can see that the soul self or the consciousness particle actually moves from one body to a different kind of a body, a subtle body, like your mental, emotional, spiritual body, and which you still have. We all have thoughts, and we have a thought body, but nobody has ever seen it. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. We all have an emotional body, nobody's seen it, but we've seen the effects of it, we experience it, and others experience it. If we are very upset with them, or we are very enthusiastic, or it drives our actions. So it's not that those bodies don't exist. Those bodies absolutely do exist. So that you must cultivate again an understanding that I will remain. You can even count on physics, science. Energy is never destroyed or created, it is only transformed. Yes? Is that true? How do you know? Because the scientists tell us? Yeah, we can accept that. It's pretty universal. Okay. So the energies will change. You will leave the physical elements of your body behind, but the consciousness element will go in other subtle bodies, travel to its next destination. So just for today, I shall not fear. But again, now to expand this deeply, what is the fundamental cause of fear? Behind this, at the very root. You may be very happy in your life. I'll give you examples. Think about it. You're very happy in your life is going well, you have enough money, you don't worry about money, You don't worry about anything else because all that is taken care of. And yet you are not happy. Why is that? I'm not saying you, but somebody. Why are such people unhappy? No, that beyond all that. Beyond all. They are covered. They say everybody has to die. We'll die. They got used to it. The idea. We got lots of money.
Habit.
No.
Lack of it.
No, not.
Sorry, usefulness.
No.
Peace of mind.
Yeah, peace of mind is not there, so you're fearful. We are saying that is the position, but what is the fundamental reason? When you look at people say, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that. Now, let's say all that is covered. You're insured. You got everything in place. You got enough money. You travel. You enjoy, entertainment for your life. You have a relaxed time. You have friends. You're not happy. Why? Huh? Huh?
Service to the divine is lacking.
Almost there. Good.
So they're looking for something which is permanent in their life and which
Yeah. So basically, what's missing is the connection to the divine. Yes, that is the fundamental cause of fear. Ultimately, all these other causes are minor or ancillary causes. The basic reason that why you are fearful, anyone is fearful, is because there is a disconnect from the divine. That's the fundamental. Even as a healer, you are connected to the divine, but you can disconnect your consciousness. The divine doesn't disconnect, but your awareness of that flow of energy, your awareness of the divine can be disconnected. Because your awareness responds to you. You're in charge of your awareness. You can't outsource it to the divine and say, if the divine chooses, he'll make me aware. No. Self-awareness, internal awareness is your choice, is your free will. And if you are aware that you are connected to the divine, which as a healer you absolutely are, and many of you may recall having experienced that during the initiation process, during the attunement process, when you got connected to Reiki, the KQ force. You got connected to the divine energies. A lot of you had an emotional response. There was such feeling of happiness and joy and crying and so on. Just felt so great. Why? Because you are connected to the divine, in fact, by your direct touch. You're directly touching the experience of being connected to the divine. You are going to that place which is deathless, immortal. You're touching that place where you know that you are immortal, you will never die, and then you slowly begin to lose it. Don't lose it. That's the point. And the way you don't lose it is by deeply connecting to this reality. That when I do my healing, focusing on the healing force, the energy, or I just focus that I am connected to the divine, to this universal life force, Brahma, I am protected by the most powerful force in the universe. I am taken care of, I am sheltered by the most powerful force in the universe. So this again requires your reminding yourself. So all of these things together. If you spend a few minutes just refreshing your consciousness with this understanding, pretty soon it is becoming automatic. And when we meet in gatherings like this, when we have an august assembly of healers and we are sitting and discussing this, we are actually able to connect with this. And when you're connecting with that, it completely renews your connection. It upgrades it. So, which is why I encourage healers to interact with each other and have satsang, association of the truth. So that is satsang. Not a satsang which is gossip, slander, backbiting. All that is all rubbish. That is not satsang. That is gramya katha, gossip. Avoid it. Even if you don't overtly discuss these things, you can sit together and, with an open heart and an open consciousness, just have a friendly one-to-one interaction with other healers, and there's a resonance that will come back because of like attracts like. If you're channeling healing to each other, you will suddenly find the atmosphere is a lot of love, a lot of fearlessness, a lot of thankfulness for the presence of these people who are helping you to resonate in the right way with the heart energies. So when you're resonating with the heart energies, there's no place for fear at all. You don't have to be fearful daily about your whole day. Fear is only meant to protect your body, nothing else. The false ego has convinced you that fear is there to protect your false ego body. No. It's there to protect me in case I lose my bodily vehicle in this lifetime, which will set me back. If I prematurely lose my body, I'm not going to be able to fulfill my work. I'm not going to be able to complete my assignment that I have to do my karma in a particular direction to get free of karma, binding consequence karma. In other words, as a healer, I'm connected to the akarmic energies. The akarma is not binding consequence karma. Good karma is called karma, bad karma is vikarma, and akarma, that which has no binding consequences at all. Good and bad both have binding consequences, so as far as we are concerned as healers, good and bad are all bad because they keep us tied down. So move forward. Do your job and move on with it. Get on with it. You've done a particular work, don't sit there and lament it's over or, it had to go away or whatever it is. I remember I saw an interview with Hussein, the artist, and one of the questions was, your paintings, they have been vandalized. Now, these are paintings he had sold, and don't you feel, you must be feeling really bad about it. He says, no. So they said, why? He said, once I finish the work, I don't look at it again. Done, it's over, finished. Perfect attitude. Perfect. It's over, it's done. Why are you sitting there and, gloating over it or attached to it? Or it's over. Now move on to the next work. If you're attached here, you can't do the next work. Bhagavad Gita says, you have the right to work, but not to the fruits of your work. That is not decided by you. You have only the right to work. And that is a very key instruction. What does it mean you only have the right to work? Means I'm detached. How am I detached? Because I've done my assignment, I'm waiting for the next one, and then I'll finish that, then I'll get the next one. And so many assignments I've done in my life. What is there to feel bad or good about? The only thing is that did I do a good job or I didn't do a good job? That's it. If I did a good job, don't worry about it. If I did a bad job, rectify it, and then don't worry about it. What else is there? Nothing else. So you can be highly sensitive human being, you can be highly evolved intellectually, emotionally, but it doesn't mean that you have to stay stuck in an emotional zone that comes from your false ego. So you have to rise above that. So just for today, I shall not fear. I will not fear. Because of this. Because I am connected to the divine. And I am connected in my consciousness. I have that awareness. And therefore I am fearless. What will happen? The divine is there. What can happen? Questions?
To answer the question.
Yes.
So people will spend exorbitant amounts money on puja and sometimes reluctantly. and that sometimes instill fear in how much of puja is necessary and how much of puja should be done apart from healing aspects and doing the Reiki.
What kind of puja are you talking about?
Whether it is a planetary puja or it is a puja where time is spent more than, I don't know whether it is necessary or whether it is how much time is important to devote to pray to the divine and what is it that we are asking, what is it that we are implying, what needs to be done.
In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that people of less intelligence, alpa buddhi, they worship the demigods. And those who are intelligent come directly to me. Whatever you want, ask me. Don't go to the demigods. The purpose of puja is to satisfy Vishnu, not to satisfy your planets. The purpose of yajna is to satisfy Krishna, the Supreme. Then you have all these mundane pujas, you have these mundane procedures, they are at a very low level, basically. Yajna is meant only for the satisfaction and of the divine and the benefit of all, not limited personal benefit. That is not really good puja. It's not the highest. If you have been suggested do this as an upai, as a rectification or on a medicinal basis, you may want to do it. The danger with that is that you get carried away and then your whole life is revolving around pujas only. No, not required. Similarly with these funny meditations where you're connecting with some formless guided meditational aspect which has got no purpose to it except to confuse you and make you wonder what am I doing, connecting to all these lotuses and all these pearls and these different colors and these different auras, and like, how do you connect with this? How is it going to change your life if you are connecting with this? Are you on a travelogue? Are you going on some kind of a guided tour of the aura? How the heck does it matter to you whether the aura is this color or that color? If how does it help you to get ahead in life? It doesn't. No, it doesn't. Remember that there is a timing to events in your life. And I have never understood when something good happens, people are very excited. Look what I did. And when something bad happens, they say, I didn't do anything. Why I got this? Why me? Well, why don't you take credit for this also? Be an equal opportunity credit giver. This good came unasked for, the bad came unasked for. Why should I claim credit for the good and not for the bad? Well, in your bank account of karma, you're credited with both, good and bad. So, don't try and oppose the flow of time, because the flow of time is very, very powerful. It destroys and changes universes. It is like a river, and a river can change the geography of a hardest substance, which is rock, earth. The river can rewrite the map completely, so the river of time can rewrite your map. You must know how to access the right aspect of that time river to be able to fix things in your life. Now, somebody may say, you're running a Sadesati Shani, you're having this one, that one, very bad time. This is bad for you. Well, what's the bad? The bad invariably ends up being a change in your life. We should not be afraid of change because we look for change. If there is no change, that means it's either a deteriorating condition or a temporarily stable condition. Because a temporarily stable condition, I use that term because if something is stable, it's not going to remain stable for long. It will either go down or it will go up. It has to go either down or up. It can't remain at the same status quo. That requires huge energies of inertia. And it requires too much power to remain in that one place. Evolution must take place, either upward or de-evolution takes place downwards. So if you're not moving forward, you're slipping back. There's no such thing as I'm remaining where I am. You can't. Circumstances will force you. So don't oppose the flow of time. You swim with the stream of time. If the time is not good, I cannot behave like, I'm a millionaire. Let's say you were a millionaire. Now time is bad. Adjust. This is one thing people find very difficult to do. For some reason, they will keep many cars, they will keep many drivers, they will keep a big tam jam show. I have to maintain this for public profile. Now, if you're not in the business in the show business, don't do it. If you're in show business, yes, then you must have the painted face and the mask, because behind the mask, is a different reality, and which you don't want the people to know. So, if you're not in show business, or think of it this way: how much of a show business are you in? What do you want to show the world? You want to be showing the world that you are capable and you are happy and fine in your situation, that you are handling your situation, which gives across a strong message that wherever I am able to progress. That is a very good message. But where you give the message, oh, poor me, why me, you are gathering those energies. Like attracts like. Energy follows thought. You're going to get all those energies coming to you. So allow things to work out and move with the flow of things. Where things are boosting you up, use that impetus to go forward, but don't overreach. Okay, don't overdo it just because time is good today, because it's not going to remain good forever. That I can guarantee. That time guarantees, and you have seen over your own life, good time, so-called good time of progress doesn't last forever. I got an email 2 days ago from one of our students having pain in the neck and headaches, chronic. He's in the BPO business and he's saying, thanks to your blessings over the last 1 month, I have done the best, and there's this reward coming up and I'm a contender for the reward. There's one other guy, and please send healing, and I need to get this, I have to get this, I'm focusing on this and I'm working hard. I try to do my healing, I don't have that much time to do healing, but I'm doing it. Please send blessings that I win this award. And this sequence of high productivity that I'm doing continues and doesn't go away. So I wrote him, it'll go away.
Yes, that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. You be ready for it. And you're having the pain in your neck simply because you know this and you are afraid to recognize that reality. That was just 2 days ago. Or was it yesterday even? Just recently. And you will have a downside, so be prepared. Don't say healing didn't work because there's a downside, because you are fighting against nature. There has to be a decompression for every compression. It's like breathing. You can't say I could only breathe in. You can't breathe out. You have to breathe. So asthma is coming like that because we are either unable to take breaths or we are unable to exhale. There is a mismatch between inhalation and exhalation. I can't get enough. So that shortage shouldn't be there. Things are going to get rough. What does it mean, rough? It only means, again, coming back, things will change. So be ready for the change. Prepare yourself. What is your greatest fear? I won't have any money. Okay, why don't you save today that now you have the money? Get rid of all the garbage, save money, put it to work, let it multiply over time. Put it in a series of safe investments. See an investment counselor who is genuine, who is not asking you to buy funny things like ULIPs, which is not a saving scheme. No insurance policy is a saving scheme, despite what they say. Insurance is insurance and saving is saving. Don't mix the two. Objectives are entirely different. So these are the kind of things you need to take and not swallow, okay, he's the investment advisor, so I just followed him. No, use your intelligence. You have intelligence. You have some power of analysis. Please use it. Don't outsource that also. You will be in serious trouble. It's like having a cashier at the desk who is also the accountant who's vouching for the cashier. Huh? And the fellow who's purchasing. So he has complete cash control plus vouching control. Yeah, I vouch myself, I'm honest. This thing is tallying. Huh? Business will go down the drain in 10 days if you do something like that. So your life will go down the drain if you outsource all these things to others. Do not outsource. So if you're not connected to Reiki formally or to the KQ force, or even if you are, here is a method where you can actually connect to the universal life force energy, and you can actually get the benefits of being connected to Brahma. So we will do that. It's a short meditation. I will lead you, and you can just sit in a relaxed position. Close your eyes. Don't lean so far back that you fall asleep. You're already leaning on your sister. So, अभी थोड़ा सा उठ जाओ. Okay. So close your eyes, please. Place your hands in a comfortable position. Get some support for your lower back if you need it. If you're not comfortable sitting on the ground level, please sit on the higher levels. Just a few minutes. This is a very wonderful connectivity meditation that we will do just now. And whether you're connected to Reiki or the KQ force or not doesn't matter. You have a built-in connection to the spirit-like universal life force energies, Brahma. And your body is always singing and chanting a mantra which is trying to remind you that you are Brahma, Brahmasmi, that you are spirit soul. And this energy is of a similar quality as Reiki, the universal life force, a particular aspect of the universal life force, and Brahma is the entire flow, you can say, of the life force. Focus on your incoming and outgoing breath as you sit comfortably with your eyes closed, hands on knees or anywhere else which is comfortable, fingers apart. Focus on your incoming and outgoing breath at the nostrils. Just follow a comfortable rhythm. Take a few deep breaths down to the abdominal area. Follow a comfortable rhythm. Don't tighten your chest, just consciously relax your chest. Exhale, and then allow the inhalation to take place naturally. And focus on the flow of air as you breathe in and out. As you breathe in and out and you're focusing on the air, focus on what the air is telling you. Focus on the sound. Take a deep breath and exhale and listen to that. As you exhale, the relaxed, outgoing breath says, hum, hum, hum. Now focus on the incoming breath. As you breathe in, it says, so, so, and they alternate. So, hum, so, hum. Gently connect with this sound so that it fills you up, breathing in and out. On the in breath, so, hum. On the out breath, so, hum. So, hum. The sound moves through your inner universe and the outer. Maintain your focus on the sound. So, hum. You are now connected to the spiritual universal life force energy flowing throughout the universe. So means I am. Hum means that spiritual substance. So hum. I am that spirit soul connecting to the universal spirit that flows through the universe. As you breathe in and out, focusing on so hum, internally chant in harmony, in rhythm with the so hum. I am that spiritual substance, not this body. So hum. I am that spiritual substance, not this body. So hum. I am spirit soul. I am spirit soul. So I am. Hum. Spirit soul. Let the sound of your breathing tell you the truth about yourself, and hear the truth about yourself. So hum. I am spirit soul. So hum. Continue the listening and the inner silent chanting in rhythm with your breathing. Keep this up for a while. Experiencing the eternal being of yourself as you connect with So Hum. Connecting with the eternal, immortal soul self. Making friends with your breath and being attentive to what it is telling you. Your body and the universe are always sending you messages of love and light to guide and help you along in life. All you have to do is to listen and to hear. Whenever you are fearful, focus on your breath and connect it to So Hum and gather power and energy from the universal life force. It is all around you. Knowing that being with the force heals me, comforts me. So hum. Just for today, I shall not fear. Just for today, I shall not fear, because I am that eternal, immortal, joyous spirit soul, connecting to the vast spirit of the universe, the soul of the universe. So hum. Experience the happiness and joy that brings you finding your friend internally through your breath that is connecting you to your spiritual self and the spirit of the universe. giving you gentle powerfulness and ability to move forward anywhere you would like to go in life, without fear, without anxiety. Take a few deep breaths, focusing with your friendly breath that tells you who you are, that reminds you you shall never cease to exist. With a smile in your heart and your face, gently open your eyes. Be with yourselves for a few moments. And we can conclude the second session at this point. Just for today, I shall not fear.
You've been listening to a discussion with Nala Narula on www.gettingpositivekarmanow.com.